I would say last year and 2025, the significant milestones, the growth, absolutely. I feel the space keeps growing, the industry's growing. You could say that there is a little bit of consumer fatigue in loyalty, but I feel that their engagement is still very prominent if you look at the business and the commercials, and different metrics there. And so I know a lot of businesses are really honing into the loyalty space, really leveraging it and what it can do. And they're realizing how essential it is for the key business. And so that said, I think the expansion of that in terms of, I think programs are getting a little bit more diversified. They're expanding to be a little bit more attractive to consumers. They're trying to cut through noise. I think they're also just doing things to try to just have things to talk about. But for the most part, I think a lot of programs are expanding, and for our business, the same. We've been expanding in terms of more partnerships and trying to expand the partner ecosystem, and the loyalty benefit offering that we give our members. And you see that across industries. And we're in hotels and we offer that. But if you see that for most other industries, I'm seeing the same.
I think one of the things that I've noticed this year is the increasing focus on revenue as a component of loyalty programs. Not all, but we saw, I mean, British Airways made their big change, as well as the other IAG carriers. Hilton just, announced their changes. They introduced a level above Diamond, which makes sense given their, link with the Amex Aspire in the US and how previously that gave you top tier. And now they said, okay, there's a higher one, but they've also introduced, in addition to nights, they've introduced a revenue component as well, so you can achieve based on spend. I think there's an increasing understanding, that the game is getting harder and harder to play. I think, and what I mean by that is that, certainly with the advent of credit cards, again, especially in the US, which kind of makes it a disadvantage for those living outside the US, it's easier to earn points and miles. And so you're seeing programs start to tie, higher benefits with spend, as well as you're seeing programs raise award pricing, because again, it's the result of inflation, and those kinds of things. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I think we've also seen it's easier than ever before. I mean, whether it's through credit cards, whether it's through additional ways that loyalty programs are encouraging or incentivizing engagement, through whether it's status or whether it's through miles or points. It's not altogether, I think, a negative that you're expected to actually engage with the program and actually spend in that program itself. Not to name any names, but we see some customers who publicly on some of the blogs, they talk about how they can, maximize their status living in the US. They fly New York to LA via Mexico City. I mean, things like that, right? We get that too in Europe, people who add an extra segment between Paris and Amsterdam. It's not altogether bad. I mean, we're setting the rules. It's our sandbox. They're playing within it, so I don't blame them. But it means that, when you are saying, okay, there's more and more focus from the financial markets on the power of loyalty programs, again, especially in the US, but you're seeing that extend to Europe as well. I think there's an expectation, and as a result, it's not unreasonable that customers are expected to engage. And so, we're seeing benefits being reserved for those who are high spenders. And then you're seeing other programs like in the Middle East, Turkish just did this, Emirates has done this, where they're making it harder to earn outside of flying. So they're reducing the transfer ratios with the US. US credit cards. They're reducing or eliminating some of the sweet spots, like Turkish just did. I don't mean that as a negative. What I mean is that the airlines are looking at these programs as an arm of the commercial branch, and so they are saying they should be used as primarily a way to reward people flying or engaging with that program or that airline. So it's been an interesting thing to watch. For us, to make the segue, we had our 20th year this year, 20th anniversary. For us, it was a big deal because we were the first sign of public cooperation between Air France and KLM. They came together in 2004. Flying Blue was born in 2005. So for us, we were quite proud to celebrate 20 years, especially now as we look at the addition of SAS into our group, what that will mean for loyalty. As yet, not fully worked out, but I mean, there will be some obviously more deeper integration with the loyalty programs there. So it's been a interesting year.
In 2025, I mean, I think loyalty programs underwent, still a major reset, which started but accelerated, going from complex mechanics to more simple, tangible, everyday value. I've seen this in many industries, and the reason for that is that we need to appeal to a wider audience, to a new generation, especially Gen Z. And the only way that you can come across is by being credible and tangible and simple. And so I've seen this in many, many programs coming through in 2025. And we at Accor are actually already started the simplification journey. But what we experienced this year is we've had record recruitment through our organic channels, brought to a brand new level. We recruited 15 million new members this year, two-thirds of that through hotels and one-third through our digital channels. Our activity base grew double digits. And we've put a lot of effort into continuing to explain who we are to a new audience. And we launched a new campaign across major airports in the world called a guest star campaign. Don't be a guest, be a guest star. With Kylian Mbappe, and it enabled us to gain 8 points in awareness. So once again, continuing to fuel growth in the fundamentals of loyalty, but also nurturing, tomorrow's customers as well. So that was some of the key highlights. So, and we've never recorded such a high level of loyalty revenue to our hotels, which is great to see.
I will start with Skywards. As you know, we've celebrated the 25th anniversary this year. And then the highlight of that was obviously the A380 that had a Skywards livery on it. That's a proud moment for the staff and proud moment for the program. Seeing an airplane with the Skywards livery flying to the 5 continents that are part of our Emirates network. So other than that, and maybe it's something that aligns with what I've seen the industry is moving into this whole experiential loyalty. We have a platform called Skywards Exclusives. And for the first year, we had our own, I would just say, Skywards dedicated event space in one of the arenas here in the Coca-Cola Arena. And we nearly have, weekly access to premium events for our members that they can bid their miles for. So that's part of our, Skywards Exclusive platform that, again, caters to the whole experiential loyalty concept that we're trying to push for. We also, something also you've seen with a number of programs, this whole move into the lifestyle and having more of the everyday spend and earn with partners. We expanded the Skywards Everyday platform now, where we have redemption capabilities on top of the earning capabilities with the more than 400 partners that we have now on the platform, Dubai-based or UAE-based, I would say, for now, but hopefully expanding at some point of time to other strategic bases. We also had a big delivery with the new loyalty platform, the first release of it, the iLoyal platform in collaboration with IBS. That was a major moment for us this summer, where we moved a number of functionalities into this new platform as well. But that's from a Skywards perspective. I would just say from an industry perspective, I saw a few things that we kind of initiated a few years back, and that I'm seeing some airlines now adopting. Subscription came into the picture with few airlines and also hotels as well. So I would just say in the travel loyalty space as well. A bit different from what we've done, but with Skywards Plus, but still, a subscription-based type programs. So that's the main thing. And the other thing is, I think a number of people are piloting with AI proof of concept. We haven't seen something truly come to market, but we've seen a lot of people just talking about it. And ourselves, we've been playing around with few proof of concepts, and maybe next year is more about maybe taking these into implementation. So that's a highlight of 2025 for me.
Yes, I think in terms of the wider industry, Alaska Airlines Group, their introduction of members being able to choose between revenue-based or distance-based. That's the first time we've ever seen the ability for customers to choose the earning mechanism, and it's a huge milestone and win for consumers and for personalization of loyalty, making it most relevant to the individual member. KM Malta Airlines, the program is just over a year old. So the most significant milestone this year in 2025 was the introduction of members being able to redeem their Skybucks online in the booking flow. There's a very slick and easy interface. We've also introduced the ability for members to see exactly how many Skybucks they're going to earn with their purchase on any of their products. So whether it be the Fare family, whether it be one of their ancillaries, both in the booking flow and in Manage My Booking, there's the published amount, and then there is a calculated amount on the review page based on their tier. And there are very few airlines that actually are that transparent with customers.
2025, we focus mostly on personalization. It's something expected because we have lots of data from our customers. We have tools to analyze these data so that we can understand our customers, their preferences, their behaviors, their expectations. So we could differentiate the experience and rewards among our customers. The second thing was gamification. Rather than relying only on discounts and points, we focus on gamified elements because gamification motivates our members to engage more frequently, to try new products, new partners as well, and build some additional habits over time. So gamification has short-term and long-term effects, which are so important for us as loyalty professionals. And new generations of travelers expect these kind of experiences as well. And technology also enable us to use to create these gamified elements under our loyalty programs easily. So we also focus on gamification, but we will see more in the coming years, I guess. This year we have witnessed some baby steps for gamification.
I have to say that 2025 is a very key year in our development. We just launched in 2023, and now we just celebrate our second birthday. But we have a very great developments in member acquisition. So we ended the first year, 2023, with 1 million members. We become 3.5 in the second year, and within the third year now we become 6.5 million. So next year will be 10 million. So we have had a very fast member acquisition. For the second thing, member engagement. So when you have a very fast development in the number of members, then you will face a challenge for member engagement. We have managed to increase, nearly double the engagement and active member monthly during the year. The third thing that we created more personalization. So we just newly launched a new version of our apps, which offers the members to personalize their experience on the app, so that we can have areas where we manage the personalized offers and message and image for the members. And we have a special area where members can actually design the functions or the things that they use most.
so that the demand or the behavior or the habits to use the apps may be different from member to member. So when they open the app on the homepage, they will immediately have the most used functions.
One of the key milestones of the loyalty in general is that the loyalty industry saw a major shift toward hyper personalization, real-time engagement, and stronger partnership across the ecosystems. For EmCan, the most significant milestone this year were enhancing our data capabilities, expanding partners integration, because we would like to give our members the freedom to earn in our stations, so redeem and earn anywhere with our partners, which will significantly improve the members' experience through more dynamic rewards, I would say.
For me, I think that 2025 really saw this almost a year of correction for loyalty. I think that as an industry, we started to see that having large scale programs, having all this noise, it doesn't automatically just lead to value. You can have millions of members, but how you interact with them, how you engage with them, that really makes the difference.
Okay, well, I think the most important thing about the clients and the people around the loyalty programs, I think it's the key word of the year. I think it's the contextualization, because we need to know what it's important for the customer in that moment. If it's buying something, if it's asking about something, we need to know which is important for the client in that moment. And I think the key word and the key milestone for all of us this year, and probably maybe the next year too, is the contextualization, is understanding the client, but in which moment the client, the customer is it. And about us, I think the most important thing is the launching tier Platino is our top tier for our customers, including big benefits like free luggage, free seat selection, preference in boarding, a lot of benefits with our airline. And I think that is the most important thing of the year, our top tier, because it's for our best customers. And I think that is really important for us and for that customers too.
Recently, the loyalty industry has accelerated the trend or the movement that has been going on for quite a long time, the shift to broaden the target group and this is specifically for the travel industry, airline loyalty program specifically, to not only target the frequent flyers, but also target a broader group of people that engage less frequently. And some of the ways that we see this is happening is, one, it's the heavier reliance on daily spend to earn points or miles, and also points and miles becoming closer to a currency than just a reward for flying or staying at a hotel, for example. What we also see that is connected to this is alternative ways to earn status, different type of campaigns and subscriptions, for example, so that status also becomes achievable and reachable for people that maybe don't fly that often, but still want to fly in a very good way. And then, of course, we have personalization. And for us specifically, well, I would say that points, our points, Eurobonus points, as we have so many partners, we have more than 2,000 partners where you can earn points. There is quite a lot of liquidity, and like in Scandinavia, almost close to currency, but we're also taking steps to make this even more liquid and closer to the currency. For example, we have chosen one specific hotel chain, and during the last year we launched a very much stronger cooperation with Scandic. And we have a one-to-one point exchange that works very smoothly, and you can move your points across the two programs as much as you want to. We also have launched with shopping partners with Boost, and more will come, a way to, in the checkout, we call it Eurobonus checkout, so you can earn or use points as a payment when shopping online. When it comes to the status, we also have launched new ways to earn levels through rental cars, shopping, seamless status match with the Scandic, the hotel partner I mentioned, and also with credit cards that you can, the more you spend, the easier it is to reach your level. And also we are working with like tactical and personalized campaigns. So that brings us also to the personalization topic, where I think there is still much more to come and to do. But one fun thing that I just want to mention that we also launched this year, which gives a lot of very valuable personalization, is that we launched a credit card matcher where we use open banking, so our members can connect to through the credit card matcher, and we can see, depending on their spending paths, we can see which credit card is the best for them, and what, given their current spend and what things that they still like already do in the normal life, what would they get through each credit card? Would they get a trip to Europe? Within Europe, a trip to the US, and so on, so that they can make conscious decisions about choosing credit card.
In 2025, loyalty has proven to continue being a very successful, marketing strategy. A lot of new programs have been launched. So if we already had many loyalty wallets sitting in consumers' pockets, this number has definitely increased at the end of 2025, which on one side is great to see that companies are willing to pursue this route in being generous with the customers, but on the other side puts a lot of pressures on the consumers, because they are simply getting into a bigger fatigue of moving from one currency to another, understanding all what the rules of these programs are. So there is a good and a bad about it. When it comes to Smiles in particular, we continue our evolution into a super app. So we are trying to tap as much as possible into new moments of customers' life. We focus on the everyday services. We closed the year with the 60+ services. So I don't remember exactly how many services we had in place last time we spoke, but I'm pretty sure that we have added a good number to those. And moving forward, we are looking at additional ways to engage with partners, so not necessarily having our own services, but engaging with partners to launch more of or make more of these everyday services available on the app. Last year, we had an important announcement at Mobile World Congress in February of us partnering with Tencent, which is a very large tech company based out of China. They are the owner and of WeChat, which is the largest super app in the world. We're very excited to partner with them because we can leverage on their experience, their infrastructure in adding up partners at scale.